In this video, we will be talking about the New Zealand's infamous gang pads or gang clubhouses, those mysterious and often controversial headquarters that have captured the media's attention lately. These are not just mere hangouts, they are the epicenters of gang life, where plans are made, hierarchies are enforced, and a distinct subculture thrives. These places are often fortified and secretive, sparking curiosity and fear among the general public. From the inner cities to the rural heartlands, these gang pads have become focal points of intense public debate. They often serve as a central hub for the gang's activities, meetings, and social gatherings. The first in the list is Black Power's headquarters on Marahau Road in Auckland. The Black Power Gang, the second largest gang in New Zealand, has a chapter headquarters in Mount Wellington, Auckland. It functions as a central hub for the gang's operations, meetings, and social events. The location is typically marked by the gang's blue and black colors and often features security measures like fences and surveillance cameras. In 2006, the multi-level gang pad was the site of a significant police raid. Authorities targeted the location due to suspected drug activity and possession of illegal firearms. And more recently, in 2023, there was a reported drive-by shooting at the pad. This incident was part of ongoing tensions between rival gangs, leading to increased police presence and community concerns about safety in the area. No major injuries were reported, but it highlighted the persistent gang-related violence in Auckland. While passing the pad, you will see a bus parked outside this pad to avoid any drive-by shootings. This unusual but strategic measure is a common tactic used by gangs to protect their headquarters. By parking a large vehicle like a bus in front of the entrance, they create a physical barrier that can obstruct the line of sight and make it more difficult for attackers to carry out a drive-by shooting. This not only provides a layer of protection for those inside the pad but also serves as a deterrent, signaling to potential aggressors that the location is fortified and prepared for any threats. This glimpse into the defensive strategies employed by gangs offers a stark reminder of the dangers and tensions that exist in these environments. The second infamous gang pad is the Marahau Road headquarters of the Headhunters MC in Ellerslie, Auckland. For nearly 10 years, law enforcement has been closely monitoring and targeting the primary location, or base, of the Headhunters East chapter. This Headhunters base is a highly secure and central hub for the club's activities, with members stationed there around the clock. The property is also equipped with multiple CCTV cameras that are monitored 24/7. For over 6 years, police have been striving to seize this pad. It represents the jewel in the crown of Operation Coin, their mission to confiscate 5 properties, including Marahau Road, which they allege are controlled by the club's purported president, Wayne Doyle. Auckland Council records show the clubhouse now has a CV of $4.1 million. One of the central roles of Marahau Road is hosting the Headhunters' regular national meetings, holding regular fight nights and gym sessions. The property features a lavishly appointed ground floor gym, a pool, several garages, a luxurious kitchen, a sprawling lounge area, and a spacious balcony. Its amenities cater to both relaxation and fitness, providing the club members with comfort and functionality amidst their operations. Over the years, the pad has been in the news often and has been the center point of various police raids and investigations aimed at curbing the club's criminal activities. The third on the list is the Mongrel Mob Mataura gang pad. The Mongrel Mob is the biggest gang operating in New Zealand. It has an extensive network of over 30 chapters spread across the country, and it has expanded its operations to countries like Australia, Canada, and various Asian nations. Not only is the Mongrel Mob the largest gang in New Zealand, but it also holds the distinction of being the largest prison gang as well. Its influence and activities are particularly notable in areas such as Auckland, King Country, Kawerau, Opotiki, Waikato, and Hastings. The gang pad is the headquarters of the Mongrel Mob Aotearoa chapter and showcases the infamous Mongrel Mob car, Fort on the Pole. The car is painted in mob colors, red and black, and has words Sieg Heil, the Mongrel Mob gang chant, painted on its hood. The car is visually designed to reflect the gang's identity. It is painted in the iconic colors of the gang. These colors hold significant meaning within the gang's culture and serve as a visual representation of their unity and loyalty. The presence of the car at the gang pad demonstrates the gang's pride and association with its mighty patch. The gang headquarters stands out as a distinctive establishment, not only within New Zealand but also worldwide. You won't find a fort on a post in Mongrel Mob colors anywhere else in the world. The pad has been the center of police raids and arrests, with the latest occurring in June 2023, when at least 20 Mongrel Mob members were arrested in a Southland-based police sting following raids across the country. A total of 85 charges were laid against them, including attempted murder. Next on this list is the Canterbury headquarters of the International Bikie Club, the Mongols MC, located at the old sawmill on 2239 Main South Road, Burnham. The clubhouse has been described as the scariest place to be after sunset. It was raided and shut down by authorities in 2020 after becoming the scene of a murder involving the death of Headhunters MC Club associate Kane Wayman. Mongols president Lyndon Sheed was later found guilty of manslaughter, while his daughter and a club prospect were cleared of murdering Wayman at the New Year's Eve party that ended in tragedy. The clubhouse, on a 2-hectare rural section near Burnham Military Camp, is surrounded by a 2-meter-high perimeter iron fence and locked gates. Closed-circuit television cameras are installed at various points and high levels of security are evident. With the busy State Highway 1 running past its front gate, the gang headquarters has been a topic of much morbid fascination and interest for nearly 3 years since the Mongols set up a presence in the region. After establishing a strong foothold in the Bay of Plenty, they moved south and patched over ex-members of the Notorious Hells Angels MC. Black motorbike skid marks can be seen on the concrete floor, while the interiors include a pole dancing stage, lounge, a Mongols bar, spa bath, barbecue area and a water fountain. The clubhouse is highly desirable and ideal location for club members and offers amenities, security, and a sense of belonging that club members find attractive and fulfilling. Next on the list is the highly decorated Mongrel Mob Pad in Hamilton, the home of the Mongrel Mob Wado chapter located at the Iron Dog building on Bandon Street. The pad has received extensive coverage in the mainstream media and has been the center of various celebrations, workshops, and meetings. It also serves as the office of Mongrel Mob Kingdom President Sonny Fachupeto. From 2019, the pad is viewed as a place to focus on education, health, and employment while addressing the challenges caused by and affecting gang members, such as suicide, violence, alcohol, and drug abuse. That year the gang pad garnered media attention when it hosted a workshop in Hamilton featuring a diverse lineup of speakers, including former politicians, counselors, and abuse survivors. The event garnered significant media attention. Despite initial skepticism, the workshop was considered a success and unfolded with a mix of patched gang members, families, and media representatives mingling together. However, the gang faced backlash when Mark Anthony Griffiths, the second in charge and a member known for its tough stance against methamphetamine, admitted guilt to charges of importing, possessing, and supplying commercial quantities of the drug in the High Court in Hamilton. Sixth on this list is the Hells Angels headquarters on Brentwood Avenue in Mount Eden, Auckland. The clubhouse made headlines last year when one of the most senior members of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club in Auckland, Mark Henry Allport, was farewelled with a large motorcycle ride across the city. Allport died after a short battle with cancer on May 11 at the age of 65. The service was held at the Hells Angels Central Auckland headquarters on Brentwood Avenue in Mount Eden, followed by a motorcycle procession north to Schnapper Rock Cemetery on the North Shore. The Hells Angels Auckland Charter was formed in 1961 and was the first to emerge outside of California. There are now Auckland, Wanganui, Nomads, Central, Nelson, South Auckland, and Christchurch charters, along with the Hells Angels Nomads offshoot based around the North Shore. In 2011, the Brentwood Avenue Clubhouse was searched as part of an operation involving New Zealand Police and Customs. The Hells Angels were unaware that an undercover officer had infiltrated their ranks. The agent was welcomed into their Auckland pad at Brentwood Avenue and even allowed to ride with them on their recent poker run. Besides these gang pads, several others like the Tribesman gang pad on Tanner Street, Woolston, Comanchero gang pad on Thacker's Quay, and Mongrel Mob Mataura clubhouse in Marahau also made headlines. In 2022, Tribesman gang pad was raided by police as they made several arrests as part of an investigation into a series of shootings at homes in Christchurch. Members of the Tribesmen were thought to have been involved in the incidents. One arrest was made from the pad. In June this year, it was revealed that police were trying to obtain court orders to confiscate the $540,000 clubhouse. The property includes a house on the front of the section and a large total span shed at the rear. Mongrel Mob Mataura clubhouse on Fitzgerald Place came in the media when Napier councillor Maxine Bogue defended the Mongrel Mob signage near a playground and said it was not intimidating. The 16-year local councillor took to Facebook after a story appeared about a newly painted Mongrel Mob addition to the fence of a Napier property that borders Fitzgerald Place playground. The signage was meters long and highly visible to anyone visiting the reserve. The park includes a playground and basketball courts. Bogue said the mob and gang pad had long been a part of the community fabric. Bogue said community groups will continue to use the reserve and won't be scared off by the new addition to the fence. In June 2023, in a stunning display of power, the Comancheros seized control of Christchurch's underworld, claiming the old Rebels MC clubhouse as their own. Just weeks after absorbing the entire local chapter of their once bitter rivals, the Comancheros established a new gang fortress that sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld. For a significant period, the rebels had established their heavily fortified stronghold in the industrial expanse of Thacker's Quay, nestled within the eastern suburb of Woolston. On the front walls of the clubhouse, the distinctive Rebels MC Christchurch sign proudly displayed the club's insignia, featuring the Confederate flag, the Rebel skull, and the notorious 1% symbol. However, within the few days, the look of the club completely changed. The once boldly displayed Rebels signage was taken down and replaced with the bright yellow Comanchero signage, displaying its infamous falcon insignia. This act marked a significant shift, leaving an absence that hinted at a change in power dynamics within the Christchurch territory. The news made headlines on television and print media. Last in the list is the long-standing headquarters of the Devil's Henchman motorcycle club in Timaru, which was reportedly taken over by the Rebels South Island chapter, raising concerns about potential gang-related violence. The rapid transformation of the club's headquarters, located at 90 Meadows Road in Washdyke, alarmed authorities and the local community. While it remained unclear whether the property was sold, leased, or rented, the presence of Rebels colors and signage indicated their intention was to stay and expand. Previously a central hub for the Devil's Henchmen, the headquarters featured amenities such as meeting rooms, recreational areas, and a mechanics workshop. However, putting an end to the conflict, the property was bought and demolished by the local council. According to reports, the council spent more than $2 million on it. The section is now listed for sale on the council's website. That wraps up our list of notable clubhouses that have recently made headlines in New Zealand. These locations have been at the center of significant events and transformations, reflecting the dynamic and often turbulent world of motorcycle clubs and gangs. If we missed any noteworthy clubhouses or if you have more information to share, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and stories. Thanks for watching, and stay safe. Wu-Tang!